morning. Welcome to our kitchen. I'm Gordy Galusha.
I'm Patrick Meunier.
And this is our 317th program today. And by the way, happy Halloween. We're trying to maybe put a little Halloween in our baking today, but we'll see how it comes out. Today we're going to be making
jack-o'-lantern stuffed peppers.
And we're making apple cake, donut cake, apple cider donut cake. And we're going to start off with Patrick starting his peppers.
Alright, so today we're going to make some stuffed peppers. To do that, we're going to start off by cooking down some onions and garlic in a pan I've already preheated. Want to get that moving. And we're just going to cook that until it's translucent and fragrant. I've got 80-20 ground beef here. I have 3 pounds. I'm only going to use 1 pound of it for this recipe. Thank you. We're going to break this off and just get it in the pan. We don't have to cook the beef all the way through. It is going to cook inside the peppers in the oven for when the mixture is together. So let's get it. We're going to get it broken up so it gets nice and crisp on all sides. And then we're going to hit it with some salt and pepper. Okay. While this cooks down, we're going to get the peppers ready. So over here I have 4 bell peppers. We're using orange because of course we want to replicate that jack-o'-lantern feel. We are going to cut the tops right off. And we're going to hollow out the insides and just throw those away. Try to make sure all the seeds are out of there. And then we're going to take a small paring knife and we're going to make a little jack-o'-lantern face. So I'm cutting a triangle here. Triangle there for the eyes. And I'll do a triangle in the other direction for the nose. And then we'll just make a little smile for him. I like to include 1 tooth. And just cut that all the way out. Okay, and then we do that for all of them. Keep that hot. You can decorate them however you want. This is a fun thing to do with family. You could have them each make their own. Try not to lose which one went to which. That's going to be relevant later. Again, just whatever patterns you like. I'm going a little quick here, so forgive my artistry. I treat them just like you would if you were carving a pumpkin. This one's a lot better. You can see we got a nice jack-o'-lantern face. And we'll just keep it going. 2 more. You can put these into a casserole dish. That's where they're going to ultimately live here. And just lay them out, keep the tops with them, because you're going to cook those with it together. Keep the beef going.
There's a new French chef.
What's that?
The French chef.
Swedish chef. No, I'm not right now. I took the stuff off. Get going. So we're getting some nice color on the ground beef. We're pretty close to wanting to add our remaining items for the filling. So let that run just a little bit longer. And we'll continue to work on the last 2 peppers. Again, same process, hollow that out, carve a face, and call it good. You're getting a little too close with the nose to the eyes. It's alright. Give this one a little tooth underneath. Out of there. The beef's looking pretty good. I'm going to go ahead and say this is ready. Still a little pink, that's okay. Again, it's going to cook through all the way in the oven. The other items we're going to add is going to be a can of diced tomatoes. We're going to add a can of tomato sauce. I have a bag of pre-made rice that I put through the microwave. I'm going to add that in. And we're going to add a little bit of Italian seasoning. Keep the onions and garlic going for a little bit longer, and then we'll add that in as well. For now, we'll mix that all up. Starting to look like a good filling there.
It does look good. Onions smell good too.
Smells good.
So we're going to let this come to a simmer like it already is. This is going to cook down for just a few minutes. We want it to thicken as a sauce so it actually stays within our peppers. And then once that is cooked down a little bit, we're going to add some mozzarella, mix it in. Again, that'll hold everything together as well as add some nice cheesiness to the dish. And then we will add to our peppers, toss them into the oven, and bake for 30 minutes. On 350 degrees. I think the onions and garlic are okay. Again, these will continue to cook as well into the oven, so a little bit still raw is okay, just a touch, and it will cook down further in the sauce. So we'll give this a nice mix. Oh, I can smell that garlic and the tomato now. Alright, we'll give that one more minute, and then we will plate and, or we'll stuff, toss in the oven, and we are good to go. That'll be the thumbnail.
It's cute. It's cute.
Yeah, and then we'll just put these in. We'll keep the tops off to the side, because again, we'll need those in a minute.
Here comes John.
Okay, this is thickening out very well. So we're going to add some cheese. You can start to see those cheese pulls starting to come together. Doing a little bit at a time so it melts. You're starting to see the texture we want here, right? This is going to hold together. It's not going to fall apart, come out the front of the pepper. Maybe just a little bit more because I do love cheese.
Can't have enough cheese.
And then I'm going to kill the heat. And then we're going to fill it up. So grab a spoonful right into a pepper. Keep that going. Fill it up all the way to the top. Go to the next one. If you wanted to leave the tops off, you certainly could. I would just top it with more mozzarella when you do that. That way you get a nice cheesy crust on top. If you don't, that's just fine. You got plenty of cheese in. And it's better for the presentation at the end if you have plenty, or if you have the full pumpkin kind of looking at you. So we'll get these all on. Add as much as we can to what they were before. And we will toss this in the 350-degree oven for 30 minutes. Now we'll go to my grandmother for her apple cider cake.
Good morning. Today we decided that we were going to dress up for Halloween. Patrick is the Swedish chef, and I am the maid from the haunted house in Disney. I don't know if anybody's ever been to Disney and been into the haunted house, but you would see all the ghosts that are in there, all dressed up in their aprons and costumes and all that good stuff. And today I'm going to make an apple cider donut cake. And in my bowl, I have 1 Betty Crocker cake mix. And I have 1/4 cup of cider. And I have a 1/2 cup of melted butter. And I'm going to drop in 4 eggs. This cake may be something that you would like to make for Halloween, if you have a Halloween party. Okay. I have 2 teaspoons of cinnamon and a teaspoon of nutmeg, and I'm going to mix it up. that looks pretty mixed up. So I will do this a little bit. Okay, we get all the flour. Make sure you get everything all mixed up nice. Okay, I have a bundt pan here that I'm going to put my cake in. It takes a little while to get it out of your bowl to make sure that you get it even in your pan. This happens sometime. You do get a little on the inside. It has cider in it, and it tastes like a cider donut. I should have brought a stiffer spatula. This one is pretty loosey. Okay, make sure you smooth it out. This is what it looks like when it's all in the pan. And I'm going to put it in to a 350-degree oven for 35 or 40 minutes. I was watching TV one afternoon with my family, and we came across these little treats that you would give out, or you would have if you had a Halloween party. You take an apple, I cut it in half, and I'm going to spread some peanut butter on the apple and get it as close as you can to the edge of the front of the apple. My piece of apple broke, so that's alright. I'll glue it together. But I came across quite a few cute little treats that if we have a Halloween show, then I will get myself together and make some. It has to be thick on the front. Okay. You take your marshmallows, your mini marshmallows, and cut them in half. and you take your apple slice and you make sure that the peel is in the front. And these are vampire teeth. It's a vampire mouth, supposed to be. And you put your marshmallows around here like this. You can have one that's dangling out so it looks like a tooth that's grown backwards or longer than the others. And you take your other piece of apple, make sure the red part is facing down here like this, and you put your apple together and it looks like a vampire mouth.
Ah!
Next I have to spread some melted butter on top of my cake, 3 tablespoons to be exact. You want to put the butter all over the cake. Make sure you get the sides good. I don't know if that oven is calculated right or not. This is, I left it in what I was supposed to leave it in, and it's a little on the side, but that's all right. Looks like a huge donut, doesn't it?
Yes.
Make sure you get it buttered so the sugar and cinnamon will stick to it. Okay, and I have a teaspoon of cinnamon and 1/4 cup of sugar, and I'm going to sprinkle it on top, just like so. Make sure it's well coated with the sugar and cinnamon. It's kind of hard to put it around the side if it's not whiter than it is, usually. Okay, I'm going to whack it so I can get the sugar off. Okay, I'm going to cut a piece out of it now. So let's see what it looks like. And this is what it looks like. I hope you enjoy it. Try it. See if you like it. I'm sure you will because it tastes just like a cinnamon donut. We're back at our table now and with our dishes that we have made today. And Patrick, would you like to tell about yours?
Sure. So I made a stuffed pepper in the shape of a jack-o'-lantern. All you do is you make your favorite stuffed pepper filling. We used ground beef, diced tomatoes, onion, garlic, tomato sauce, some rice, and just mixed that all up, cooked it down, stuffed it inside the peppers that we had cut to look like a pumpkin face for a jack-o'-lantern, and cooked it at 350 for 30 minutes. You can see this one came out great. Mine exploded here, so as a lesson that you should try at home, make sure you leave a little bit more space between the eyes, the nose, and the mouth. Bigger peppers are better, so that way it has some more structural integrity and doesn't burst on you like this one did. Now I'll turn it over to my grandmother to talk about her cake.
Today I made for our show, I made an apple cider donut cake. And in my cake is a yellow cake mix, 3/4 cup of apple cider, butter and eggs and cinnamon and nutmeg. I mixed it all together and put it into a bundt pan and baked it for 35 minutes. And this is what it looks like when it comes out. You let it sit for a little while in the dish and then you melt some butter. And make sure you spread it all over your cake, and with some sugar and cinnamon also spread around. And that is our Halloween show for today. Hopefully we'll get to go do another one before October is out, and we'll have some more good food. And if you would like any of these recipes, please send a self-addressed stamp envelope to Dalton Community Cable, 151 Park Avenue, Dalton, Mass. 01226. And that is all from our Halloween kitchen. Have a great day. Woo!